Hello, welcome to our conversation today. We're going to dive deep into the fast-paced rhythm of innovations in technology and robotics. Yeah, the sources we've analyzed present quite a contrasting scenario, you know. We have incredible advances, like wireless energy that's almost becoming a reality, and at the same time, some pretty notable setbacks, like the challenges with Tesla's self-driving cars. And it doesn't stop there. We're going to talk about humanoid robots that are already working in hotels and warehouses, super fast industrial robots too, and even some robots with electronic sniffers for security. Pretty interesting. The idea here is to try to understand what's most important in all of this, you know? The potential, of course, but also the obstacles that are popping up. So how about we start right with this contrast, huh? On one side, there's Darpa, from the Pentagon, making an old Nikola Tesla dream come true. And on the other, Tesla Motors, kind of struggling with their robotaxis. Let's try to understand this better. First, this achievement by Darpa with their project, the Persistent Optical Wireless Energy Relay. They managed to transmit energy wirelessly using lasers and broke a record. Check this out. 800 watts sent over 8.6 kilometers for 30 seconds. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? But it's Tesla's vision really taking shape.
Wow, and the impact of this could be enormous. Just think about it eliminating cables in some situations, bringing power to remote places or, disaster zones, using drones as if they were flying repeaters. The efficiency, it still needs improvement, of course. It's around 20%, but their focus now was to prove that it's possible, right? The stability, the range. Now, the issue of safety. It's inevitable to think about it. Powerful lasers like that crossing the sky. It's going to require a lot of regulations, a lot of caution.
Absolutely. And speaking of safety challenges, let's look at the other side of the coin, Tesla's robotaxis. The tests over in Austin, Texas seem to have revealed some pretty serious problems. There are reports of sudden braking for no reason, you know? The so-called phantom brakes. Cars going into oncoming traffic and stopping out of nowhere at intersections. Imagine how dangerous that is.
Exactly.
And their whole bet is on cameras, right? Computer vision, without other sensors like LiDAR, which many competitors use. That sparks a debate, doesn't it? About reliability.
Yeah, and here the most serious implication is people's safety, right? Experts like Philip Kopman and Kara Kukan have already raised this concern, and rightly so. The fact that you still need a human driver there, paying attention the whole time, already shows that full autonomy, is still a long way off. There's even a real risk, that they could lose their licenses in Texas if these problems continue. It's a reality that's quite different from Elon Musk's promise, isn't it? Millions of robotaxis by 2026. That sounds a bit too optimistic, maybe.
It's a stark contrast to the image they're trying to project, isn't it? That thing of aggressive marketing versus the reality on the street. It seems like it happens a lot. But changing the subject a bit, still on robotics, humanoids are gaining ground. There's an example, the Zerit H1. He's already working in a hotel in China. It cleans the bathroom, vacuums the floor, replaces things, organizes. All using artificial intelligence and spatial mapping. He sees the environment to move. It's a very practical application, right? If we compare it to Tesla's Optimus, which still seems more in development.
Yes, much more.
And this evolution does not stop. Check out Figure 02 from Figure AI. They've updated this humanoid robot. Now it organizes boxes in distribution centers. It picks up and moves an item every 4 seconds.
4 seconds? That's really fast.
Very. And it learns from its mistakes, has short-term visual memory, adjusts its grip strength to pick things up. The leap in barcode reading was impressive, from 70% to 95% accuracy.
Wow.
And on top of that, it learned to generalize, like handing a package to something it wasn't even directly programmed to do.
If we look at the big picture, the progress of these humanoids is exponential. It's even a little scary, and it really forces us to think about human-robot interaction in a very practical way, right? Are they just going to be helpers? Or will they actually end up replacing some roles? How is society going to adapt to this? at work, in daily life? These are questions we need to start answering, you know?
The speed is impressive, isn't it? And this idea of robots doing complex tasks isn't limited to humanoids. There are highly specialized robots. For example, a welding robot by CBL Modern with PowerWorks. He takes a welding job that would take a human, 10, 12 hours and does it in 45 minutes.
Damn!
It uses PLC, which is like an industrial computer, sensors, a robotic arm. The impact of this on the metalworking industry could be enormous.
Undoubtedly.
And in industrial safety, look how interesting the animal robot from Anborgs. It was made to detect gas leaks. It uses sensors and a 360-degree acoustic imaging camera to literally hear and measure leaks. Air, hydrocarbons, toxic gases.
Hear the leak? That's crazy.
Exactly. And it also identifies mechanical failures by sound and operates autonomously in hazardous areas.
From a strategic standpoint for the industry, it's a huge leap in safety. Detecting an invisible danger like a gas leak early on can prevent terrible accidents, right? And huge financial losses. And it doesn't just find the leak, it measures, quantifies, sends the data for analysis, all by itself in hazardous locations. It's on another level.
So, to sum it up, what we're seeing is a scenario where technology is advancing on many fronts, and very quickly, we have promises of efficiency, of capabilities that once seemed far off, becoming reality now. But at the same time, very real challenges are emerging: security, adaptation. Even ethical dilemmas are popping up just as quickly.
Exactly. And that leaves us with a final thought, right? An important question to consider. Considering all this acceleration from wireless energy to increasingly autonomous robots doing everything, what will be our greatest challenge as a society in the coming years? Will it be adapting our physical and digital infrastructure to all of this? Or will it be retraining the workforce on a scale we've never seen before? Or will it be the race to create rules, ethical standards, and safety regulations to ensure that all this integration is good and safe for everyone? That's something for us to think about, right?